recorded, man.
Yeah,
I
brother,
could
like,
dig it.
stop right on.
Hey, man, what's your name?
Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside, and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
I want to teach you something that I learned that changed my life also. Everything that changed my life came from God. We talking about next level? I'm finna show you how to get there. I've been debating on how I was gonna do this, but I thought the best way to go about this is just tell you my story. And in my story, maybe you can see some of yourself. Listen, man, anybody can be successful, but you gotta understand something. It's hard. It's hard, man. You can take all the courses you want. It's hard. You can go down there to the church and hold your hands in a prayer circle. When you get through praying, it's gonna be hard. You go to school, you get all the degrees you want. When you get them degrees and you hang them on the wall, if you want to be successful, it's gonna be hard. It's hard being successful. That's the first thing you need to understand.
Bring some understanding here today. Pick it loud.
And the difference between a champion and someone who's forgotten is that a champion shows up. That's the only thing. Every day shows up. Gives himself a chance to make a difference.
Because success doesn't know these things about cold or early or tired. It just knows if you showed up or not.
For some of you, when you do what you do, you act as if you have another opportunity. Every opportunity is the last opportunity. You can't just say you want it. You can't watch the video and say, I want it as bad as I want to breathe. It's cute to say it. But when it's showtime, when the sun comes out, you've got all the books, you've got all the tapes, you've got all the access. Now it's time to hunt.
If it was easy, everybody would do it. But if life's got you down, I need you to get up and prove them wrong.
It's gonna rain sometimes. I will. You're gonna feel discouraged sometimes. I will. No matter what the obstacle, I will. I will. I will. A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. It's the whole process.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, Soul Talk community. You are on tonight with Soul Talk with Leo and Norma. And we want to welcome you tonight. You are going to have an amazing time tonight on tonight's show. I can tell you for sure, you will not forget this show. So just be ready. I want to just talk to you tonight about our very special guest. You know, every week we have a special guest tonight, or every night, you know, tonight we have one just equally as special and a good friend as well. And so I want to just introduce you to her, and so we can get right into the show. We're going to be talking tonight to Dr. Tamara Allen. She's an investment retirement strategist who strategizes, consults, and coaches her clients to diversify their financial portfolio, which includes learning the skill set of trading on diverse markets such as foreign exchange, cryptocurrency, and industry. Dr. Tamara became interested in trading because she was curious and wanting to learn more about Bitcoin, and investing it innately felt as though digital currency would be the future. Dr. Tamara has an amazing story of triumph and success as she tells her story to help others. She remarks that her running out of money with no additional income, on the verge of losing her home to foreclosure in a matter of months, having a mountain of debt, supporting her 2 sons in college, and taking care of her ill spouse, led her to make trading her lifeline and engulfed herself into learning the skill of trading. Although she blew or depleted multiple trading accounts and lost money, she never gave up because she was confident that trading in the foreign exchange would be her way out of her situation. She knew that with trading, she could generate income and also replenish and recreate her retirement plan that had been diminished. Since those days of mounted debt, through trading in the foreign exchange and cryptocurrency, Dr. Tamara and her family have been able to pay off their student loans, generated income, build multiple businesses. She has the added benefit of partnering with her son, Marcus, as they passionately coach and help others who are facing the same challenges that she once did, to see the power of trading and to live life by design. We want to say welcome to Dr. Tamara Allen. And to you, those of you who are on with the Soul Talk, let's talk about it. So you already know what to do. Just share. Make sure that you share this broadcast with your family and friends. Dr. Tamara is going to be dropping some serious bombs today. We already know it, so just get ready. And if you have questions, as you already know, just to put the questions in the comments, put any kind of comments that you want to put in there, and we'll make sure that Dr. Tamara will address your questions. All right, let's talk about it, Dr. Tamara.
Good evening, Dr. T.
I was sitting up here setting up. I was like, let me take my green screen away. Let me get on, make sure everything is connected so we can get it out to the world. Thank you so much, Leo. And the beautiful, beautiful, my friend, for allowing me to be on here. Thank you so much, Norma.
We are honored.
Yes, absolutely.
We're so honored that you would accept the invite to come on because we remember the first time that we met you a couple of years ago in Orlando, and you were shaking and moving then, but between now and then, you live in a whole nother stratosphere.
Well, I received that, but thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really.
So thank you so much for agreeing to do this, and we know that the people are going to have an amazing time. Hey guys, before we dig in with Dr. Tamara, make sure, as Norma said, go out and invite somebody, let them know, because if their lives are anything like ours once was, they can use the information that she's going to drop. Life don't just change by itself. You have to get involved and partner with it and grab it by the throat and make it do what you do. And I think Dr. Tamara is going to teach us how to do that this evening.
Oh, right. Well, it was amazing because what I was actually doing earlier, we met through trading. Okay. And what's amazing is we were at a boot camp that we and we were closed in for 5 days, and we got to meet some amazing people. And just through that, our friendship had grown. And what's even crazy is your daughter is here in Atlanta, and I'm actually friends with one of her friends. So what a small world we live in, which is even better. But I'm so grateful to be here. And I have to tell you guys, especially now during this pandemic time, you're going to have to change the way you look at making money. Forget all the titles and this, that, and the other. It's a piece of paper. At the end of the day, if I didn't have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I could be one of those individuals right now with the so-called doctorate in front of the name that's broke, getting ready to lose their house, or whatever the case may be, because I didn't have a plan B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. And trading is what started it off. And I have to tell you, when I started trading, I was trading in desperation when I first started trading, because I was literally trying to save my home from going into foreclosure. As a matter of fact, my home actually went through the foreclosure because I had filed bankruptcy. They had put my Social Security in wrong, and they literally sold my house on the courthouse steps.
Wow.
Beginning of last year. Okay. It was around February of last year, March of last year. And so what trading did for me is it allowed me to literally, in all honesty, and again, in the beginning, I was trading in desperation. Okay. Which is not the best thing to do. I kid you not. That is not a good thing to do, is trade in desperation, because what it is you'll start trading money that you really don't have. So after dealing with the reality check of I needed to stop trading that way, it started building and building and building and building. And the cool part was I was able to save my home from going into foreclosure. Okay. Excuse me. In doing so, we've been able to help other people learn the skill set of trading. And what really kind of made me enjoy trading even more was cryptocurrency. As you see, during the pandemic, they've been pushing so much. And really, even when you go into the stores, they're saying we have no change. Okay. So they're really not trying to touch you guys, personally, in exchange. They're saying coronavirus is on the money now. So digital currency was kind of like, before the pandemic, was really my way of really truly having an understanding about trading, to be honest. And it made me slow down because I was literally like, I was trading like I was gambling. But what I will tell you is this: trading changed our lives. My son became an author as well as myself. He just turned 26. He was 24 at the time, 25. They quit their job here. They were able to pay off their student loans, and all we say is just gradually do it. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So here it is now, fast forwarding. It's like, okay, after you start trading for a period of time and you're consistent with your trading, it becomes boring. And so I went back to what I love, and that's actually building e-commerces and, coming up with a product and literally repurposing and selling it. And so it's been an amazing, amazing thing, because I've been able to help some other people as well have an understanding on how to build their own e-commerce, and whether they're going to do drop shipping, which is with a company that I'm with, or if you want to learn how to do your own product, which is what I've done. I've actually formulated a couple of things myself. It's funny because I'm 52 years old, and I formulated some gummies. I don't know if you know that, Norma. They're PMS gummy vitamins. So, and they're all vegan, natural, no GMO, so I took some of my money and formulated my own vitamin, and now I'm selling it in an e-commerce on Shopify, which I built the site. And so it's just amazing that what you can do, because you always want to diversify your income. You always want more than just one stream of income. Why? Because if you are like my friend, who has her doctorate as well, and here it is, she's over there crying because she has all these degrees and she has no money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 She can't pay her bills.
So let me interject here. So two things. First of all, I wanted to just acknowledge an amazing trade queen, wonderful woman of God, Dr. Kathy Kirkland. She may have gotten off by now, though, but she stopped by to say hello, to support you tonight. Yeah. Oh,
She's still here?
So she might be.
Oh.
That might be Derek putting it back up.
Okay.
But we appreciate Dr. Kathy coming on. You know, we met Dr. Kathy when we met you. So,
Yeah.
Right.
Right. But the other thing I wanted to bring out is that you mentioned that we all learned, we all met when we were starting to trade, but you took what you learned from trading, and like you said, you kind of got bored with the trading and started going back to what you really love and enjoy. And you are like an amazing money maker. You found, I mean, you have different ways. I'm like amazed. I think you probably have done way more than the 7 streams of income. You probably have so many more things that you do. But I think it's very important that people understand that just because you use one medium to start making money does not mean you have to stay there. That Correct. You can use that money to do other things. So I think that was one of the things that you were kind of wanting people to understand as well. Unless I'm just really missing it, I wanted to make sure that.
No, you're not missing it at all. It's true because I'm gonna be honest. Not that I wouldn't be honest. I love trading. Let's get that straight. Mm-hmm. When I say I was addicted to trading, it was to a point where I had become addicted to trading. That's how much I ate, slept, everything trading. Okay, because what happens is when you see that you have an opportunity to make that money, it blows your mind. You're like, wait a minute, you telling me that I could sit up here and make a check in 5 minutes? You know, it's like, whoa, it really is. It becomes a whoa situation. And then it's because I did not want to just rely, and I had started becoming more disciplined as a trader, I wanted to take some of the money and put it into something else that I knew that I will still have residual income off of. And I created a subscription-based membership of my own. And I've also created an e-commerce of my own because I wanted to make sure that I was always going to have a stream of income. That is so important for people to understand. I do believe that individuals, I'm sharing this platform, I do believe the individuals have a talent of their own and they can sell anything. Even if you think you don't have a talent, everyone has something that they know, whether they sell it in an ebook, which I would not suggest an ebook. I would suggest an actual book. I'm actually doing a class on the weekend of the 18th on how to get published on Amazon in 72 hours. Okay? How to get your book published on Amazon in 72 hours. And so, and then you wonder how people get on it, like, how do you get their book on, Amazon? How do you get their book on Amazon? Well, I'm going to be teaching that. And here it is, build up a website, start building relationships through people so they can start purchasing that book for you. And what that does is give you credibility. That's one. Okay. 2, then you can start surrounding yourself with other additional products and or services that you have. So I'm going to give an example of a young lady who just literally created something, and it was for the hair. It was to coil the actual hair. And she took if you're old school, you know what a needle thimble is, right? It's the little thing that goes right here. Well, she literally took that and put teeth to it and made hair coil. That's how my hair looks the way it does. And I was just like, and she sells it for like $8, and she's literally done $500,000 on e-commerce. And that's what I mean by everybody has something that they can do But what happens is they don't know how to get to the information. They don't know where to start. They don't feel that they have to have all of this money in order to get started. And as I told some individuals a couple of weeks ago, I literally created a brand right in front of them, from the logo to the packaging to, you know, what the product would look like. And I said, guys, everyone's not buying everything up front right now. You can literally create a company, even if it's products that you want to sell on Shopify, in literally a few hours. It's that serious. Okay.
So, Dr. Tamara, anybody can do what you're talking about doing. Do you have to have a doctorate degree in order to do the things that you're talking about, from trading to starting your own? You know, because I'm reading people's minds right now. I'm thinking they're saying, well, this is Dr. Tamara. Well, I think it's important that they understand that the information that you're talking about right now, only thing that it really takes is a determined mind and a great idea and the desire to go forward with it.
That is so true. And the reason why I'm so glad that you said that, because I was going to literally say, take the doctor off in front of my name for the segment tonight, because I don't want anyone thinking just because there's a DR in front of my name, forget that. Okay. There are a lot of doctors that are stupid. I'm just, you know, I mean, I didn't mean to say it in that term, but what I'm saying is, because individuals think they have that in front of their name, then they think, oh, I know everything. No, there are people out here that don't even have a high school education that are trading, okay, that are literally changing their lives through trading. As a matter of fact, son, come in real quick. My son Marcus is here. We actually call him Chart Slayer, okay? Come here, Chart Slayer. You know, he literally stepped in, but I kid you not, you don't need to have we have children that are 9 and 10 years old that have learned the skill set of trading. So when you get your whole family involved, and my son said, man, Mom, I wish you would have told me. This is my amazing son, my amazing partner, my eldest, Marcus.
Marcus.
Turner.
How are you doing?
It's good. It's good.
You know.
Thank you.
Pastor Leo and Mrs. Norma.
How are you guys doing? Everything's looking good.
I met Marcus. We were in Texas, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do look familiar.
But I have to tell you, it's been amazing to be able to work with my adult sons. You know, the other one, he's not here because he's in Turks and Caicos right now, if I said that right. Yeah. But it's amazing because, as you know, I also needed something else to do. You know, I work from home. You know, I need you guys to think about it in another way. We're in a pandemic. What is it not the perfect time to learn the skill set of trading? And the thing is, sometimes it feels like, for us who are, you know, Generation X and above, all right, who feel like, no, this is dead. You need your phone. Who feel like, I'm not going to get it. That's a lot of videos. You know, they want to learn this overnight in reference to trading. All I can say is take your time. This is not something that's overnight. You have, just like you went to school to learn a skill set, you are going to have to, you know, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. But what I will tell you is this, from the bottom of my heart: once you learn the skill set of trading, I got chills just getting ready to say it. Once you learn the skill set of trading, it will be with you forever, and it will change your life forever. You would look at finances and money in a different way. What seemed to be something that would cost you $500 that may seem expensive will not be expensive, especially when you know that you can trade it up. Let me give you an example before I move on to the next. I sincerely remember one time I was going to a vegan restaurant here in Atlanta, and they weren't accepting cash. And I only had one card on me at that time. And it happened to be my Bitcoin card because I didn't want to get out of line because the line was so long that people would stand in line for 2-3 hours just to get this food. It's a vegan restaurant here. And they said, we don't take cash. We only take cards. I was literally in line. I traded up my money, transferred it to my debit card, converted it from Bitcoin to cash, and paid for my money in a matter of 30 minutes.
Wow.
Because we were standing in line. So when I say the power of trading, it is truly powerful. Marcus, you want to say anything about that?
About which part?
About your generation, since you're whatever, millennials.
Why you say it like that? Like millennial?
Yeah, millennial. Anything you want to add to trading?
I mean, trading is just a powerful skill set in its own. It's just the fact of I'm just speechless at the moment because you really knocked down all of the points. But I mean, trading is so you can be creative. You know what I mean? You can gain power from trading. A lot of people lose power. I mean, think about it. There's 4 cash flow quadrants, and what's crazy is that with trading, you're on the 5% of the world, right? So you have employed and self-employed. That's the 95%, and then you have business owner and investor. That's the 5% of the world. Right. So, I mean, let's really think about how the hierarchy works when it comes to how the world actually pans out. 95% works under the 5%. So what should most people be doing? Becoming the 5% of the world. And one of the 5% of the world is actually being able to invest. And as we know, Forex is under the investing side. Right. So the fact that we're now, and I want you to understand that 1% of the world invests. OK, 4% of the world are business owners. So the fact that we're now being a part of the 1% shows you that, everything is we're supposed to be a part of the 1%, right? It's in our blood to be a part of the 1%, right? Forget the 5%. It's our blood to be the 1% of the world that exists today. Dubai's country itself is part of the 1%. So why can't we go to Dubai? A lot of reasons why we can't go to Dubai is because we can't afford it because we're on the 95%.
Or mindset.
Right? So I want you to understand that you have to switch how you think when it comes to trading, because I mean, I say this all the time when it comes to trading, because with anything in life, when it comes to business, you have a blueprint and you have a plan, right? And with trading, our term is called a trading plan, right? So this is the term that I always use. You plan your trade and you trade your plan. So if you plan that you're going to be making so and so figures, then for a better example, your Soul Talk right here, right? You had to plan this, and then now you're doing it, right? You had to plan to be able. You had to get the mics, you had to get the chairs, you had to get the banner, you had to get the audience, you had to get awareness. There's so many different things you needed that you planned for ahead of time, right? And so now you're what we call trading the plan, right? So now you're working your plan, and that's really how it works when it comes to trading, because everything's psychological, right? It's 90% psychological and 10% push a button, right? Because anybody can push buy and sell in the market. You see what I'm saying? It's all about what you do after you press that buy and sell. How do you feel after you press that buy and sell? It's like public speaking. People are intimidated from public speaking until they actually do it. And then it's a mindset thing. It's just, what do you do after you get on that stage and speak one word, right? And so from there, I mean, trading is just a phenomenon that most people don't understand. And from that, when they do understand, then they find out there's a whole new world out there.
Yes, it is.
So for me, like with trading, it's a phenomenal thing. So I'm gonna pass it back to you.
Well, I want to, you see how I'm so proud of my son.
About what he just said, though, I mean, there was so much good stuff that Marcus that you just shared, but the one thing I wanted to bring out is the way that you associated, it kind of correlated the Soul Talk with trading and being able to understand that, and hoping that people, even if, we've talked to some people personally that are not necessarily interested in trading. They're not interested, but they do want to make money. If they could just really take what he just explained, though, and be able to understand that you can use those same concepts to be able to make money, I think people would be able to see the importance of what's on the inside of you, what's in you. There's some things that is in Marcus that he probably can go, any place and be successful because, he's learned some things that are innate, probably in his mama that he's learned a bunch of. But
his dad had a little bit to do.
But there's some things that's on the inside of him that maybe he hasn't even given birth to, that he can go and do things, but he already has concepts in mind. So can you kind of elaborate on getting the concepts and learning from them and then growing, whatever kind of business, whatever that is?
Well, it's interesting because what ended up happening now is, even though we're still very much a part of the company that kind of really birthed us to do trading, and I think we will be a part of that for quite some time because of the relationships that it allowed us to meet. That's one. Two, being able to birth something else out of being, and again, you don't have to trade. This is not about, we're trying to get you to trade. That's not what it's about. What it's about is whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it.
That's right.
You can make a way out of no way by having the idea and writing it down.
Let me
go ahead.
What's crazy is I was just taking a goal setting class before I came down here, right? Because I'm heavily into goals.
He's heavy into personal development. Let's get that straight.
That's facts. I just bought 20 books in the last 2 weeks.
No, it hasn't even been 2 weeks.
It hasn't even been 2 weeks, in a week, right? Because of how important personal development is and how that has everything. Like, I bought the 10X Rule, Market Wizard. We already had Male versus Man, which is more personal development for only men, right? I had that book for a while.
I gave you guys I gave that to them as a gift, Male versus Men. I said, I'm raising men here, okay?
Right. So when the reason why I brought that up
is a whole nother subject.
To go with what you were saying, by whatever you want to do, you can do anything. I think the issue where a lot of people lie because they know they can do anything. Let's not act like people don't have that in their mind. People always dream like, oh, if I really work hard, I do this. But where people are stuck at is, how am I able to do this?
Correct.
Right. And the thing is, you don't need to know how it happens. You just need to have the plan in order for it to manifest, to conceive, in order for you to actually achieve the goals that you want. So this is why I do daily goals, right? I go back to when I bought that watch that I had.
I need you to stop for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, son. Because this right here is an important point. And I won't say beat it into his head. Get those books right there. I want you guys to just see something super quick on my shelf. Move to the side, son.
Oh,
you see those books right there on that second shelf? Those are the books that I just bought that I am reading. Another issue with people is they don't want to read anymore.
Which is not a problem because they have Audible now. So I do have some books that are on Audible.
So I'm old school, and we like to read the book and highlight the book. Now let's just get that straight, okay?
No, I got books just for that. No,
all right.
I agree.
But I had to get on my son. I said, look, technology is great, but you must write it down. And when I tell you, we used to go back and forth about it because, like, Mom, I have my phone. I have my iPhone. My iPhone does everything. No, it doesn't. Because writing down your plan of what you want to manifest in your life becomes an imprint in your brain, psychological, and it puts it out into the universe so it can come back and create the way for you. It will make a way out of no way. I promise you that anything that you want to do, if you say it, if you write it, if you consistently meditate on it, the universe will align it into whatever it is that you want to do. And in doing so, believe it or not, the things that you didn't have because you have put that out will start aligning. Say you need to meet somebody that does accounting. Say you need to meet someone who knows how to develop a website. You don't have to know everything in order to be successful or to start a business. What you need is to just have an avenue of individuals that you can meet through social media, that you can meet within a church, people that you know at the job that say, hey, do you know anybody that does logos? Well, honey, you can go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and get you a $5 logo. See, people make excuses for what they can't do when there's so many resources out here for what you can do. And guess what? It doesn't cost a lot of money.
Right, exactly.
You can start a business today for basically $50.
You know one that will do a lot of people are comfortable getting in the seat of being cheerleader. It's easy to cheer from the sideline and think you know the game. It's like when you go watch a professional game and we're sitting in the stands and we're saying, turn, run, cut left, cut right, shoot the ball over here, get over here. Well, until you get in the game, you really don't understand the importance of how it feels to play the game versus being a spectator. Most people,
you know what that's called? That's called ego, right? So when people think they know everything, they really don't, right? So the reason why I say that is because you have to drop ego in order for you to even let anything. You have to step to the side and let somebody else win in order for you to win.
Well, and also you erasing God out of the equation of whatever it is that you want to manifest for yourself with ego.
And sometimes people have been trained to be those people that spectate. Most of the time, in order to make the adjustment that needs to be made, people have to get to a place to where they understand that there's things out there that they've never done, they've never experienced, and sometimes it requires courage to move into areas that you've never been.
Exactly.
That's one reason why you would hear a lot of people live with the mentality that it's too good to be true. They could trade, but I could never trade, or they could start a business, or I could never start a business. Well, I heard something said a while back said that if you wanted to hide something, now understand, I kind of say what I mean what I say, so don't take what I'm about to say wrong. They said if you want to hide something from black people, put it in a book. Well, for me, that was one of the biggest insults you could give me, because in order to grow, in order to flourish, in order to live my dreams, I have to be willing to pursue information. And some of what you all are talking about how you are on a quest when it comes to getting new information, when it comes to reading books, when it comes to sharpening your skills, sometimes that's the thing that's standing between regular people who live an average and ordinary life versus those that knock it out the park. They always talk about, say, readers lead. You can't get people to go in places that they don't have the information that will qualify them to go, because it's like walking in a room and you can get in the door, but if you don't have what's necessary to function in the room, immediately you feel uncomfortable.
Right.
So let me say this, Mr. Pastor Leo, because you hit on something, and I want to give you guys a little bit of background on not just myself, but my son. I'm dyslexic. I was held back in 3rd grade. My son was actually held back. What grade was that?
4th or 5th.
Okay. I ended up graduating high school on time in 3 years. You ended up graduating high school what?
I graduated college in 3 years.
And he graduated high school in 3.5 years. He graduated on time.
Right.
And so, and that's not to brag or to boast. It's about determination.
Also, I went early.
It's about will. Okay. It's about, if you can imagine someone calling you Blackie, she's stupid, all of these crazy things that you can't even imagine. Oh, they're ugly, she's dumb, or some of the things that they used to tease him about. It's a matter of your will of wanting to make a change in your life. And it all starts here, and writing it down. I promise you that.
And sometimes it's about you understanding that you deserve it.
Yes.
So that's a fact.
Everyone deserves it.
You have to get in the mirror because see, my story is kind of like what you're talking about. I had a learning disorder. Well, I had a study disorder. You know, I used to call it a learning disorder, but I found out later on that it wasn't really a learning disorder. I wasn't putting the work in. So if you don't put anything in, you can't get anything out.
Correct.
But to get in the mirror and begin to become your biggest cheerleader, to wake up and brag on yourself, to wake up, even though the world might say, well, you look like this and you're dumb, you're stupid, you'll never be nothing. But really the loudest voice that should be in your ear, my ear, or anybody's ear should be your voice. Mm-hmm. So I started to override the voices that would tell me what I wasn't, and I began to brag on myself. And eventually the mentality that I had concerning me changed. And then got new information and say, okay, man, I can pull this off. And we have a question alert also.
Okay.
Question. Da-da-da-da. He's good for that.
Can you recommend a group?
Well, first and foremost, before you decide to do option trading, do you have the fundamentals of learning the skill set of trading first? That's the numero uno importante. You must have the fundamentals first before you can even begin to consider option trading. So I need to ask that question first. Do you have the skill set and have you done the homework to understand trading?
And to really even better, right? To ask another question, as you're asking for a group, the real question you should be asking for is what mentorship should you be asking? Not even a group. The group, you can get a group from
Facebook.
Right. You can go to a Facebook group all day. And most people, when people think group, they're thinking signals, meaning that they're trying to get free trades. If you're trying to become a professional's option trader, anything you're trying to do as a professional, you need to look for in yourself and take yourself seriously instead of trying and take your own trades instead of trying to take somebody else's. So the real question
we don't take anybody's trades.
For sure. The real question you should ask yourself is, hey, do you have any do you recommend any mentorship? Right? Because mentorship is key. In order, just like referring to Soul Talk, you probably had to base your everything you know, probably something similar off another platform. Right. And see what things you like, what you didn't like, what you wanted to implement, what you didn't want to implement. And that's something that you really should be looking for in mentorship. To add on even more to that is options trading is super hype right now. Right. So you're looking for something that you can't get in trading, get it with the get rich quick mindset.
Correct.
You can't do it. So if you're trying to make money super fast, then you're in the wrong game. Go work a job.
Well, you're gambling. First and foremost, you're gambling, and you have a gambling mindset, and that's what I was talking about when I first got into trading. I was trading out of desperation, and then you'll be trading with emotions as well. So I go back. I go back to the main question is, do you have the fundamentals of trading first? Because mindset is 95% of trading. It doesn't matter.
Kind of give her some pointers on what she should do as far as how to get the mindset if she doesn't. I don't know if she does or not, but just wondering, is there something you can direct to her?
Absolutely. And I think her name was Grace.
Mm-hmm.
It's Grace, right? Well, Grace, I'm so grateful that you interested in option trading. Ms. Grace, I am hoping you can answer the question about, do you have the foundation? Because having the foundation will give you the mindset of trading. I'm going to turn the mindset, because I have a different set of mindset. I want to turn the mindset over to my son, because my son really talks about mindset when it deals with the younger generation, and then I'll talk about for the older. Go ahead.
So, I mean, certain steps, there's so many different roads you can take, right? It just all depends on what dream you want, right? So to give you a general way of looking at it, the first thing you need to do in order for you to even become a options trader is to work on your mind. So the first thing you need to do is read Trading in the Zone. The book Trading in the Zone, read that. That's utmost. First thing you need to do. Second thing, you need to read
Naked Forex.
But we're talking about options. So
yes.
I was going to go with The Intelligent Investor.
Yes, but
right?
Naked Forex also helps with option trading.
That is true. They do work hand in hand. So yeah, I mean, you can, and there's pretty much options book out there. But the thing that I want to press first is don't learn this for free. Okay. Because when it comes to going on YouTube and learning things for free, they're going to give you free information for a reason. They're not going to give you the whole sauce. They're only going to give you a piece of it. So if you're wanting to really learn how to do options trading, you're going to have to invest in yourself. That's just what the facts are. And that's with anything. You have to invest in the material. If I could show you my room, I've invested in everything that in YouTube. And making sure that you have a mic, you have an audio. Like, how do you expect
your foundation? Right.
How do you expect to really speak to someone if you don't have audio, if you don't have a camera, if you don't have a tripod? In order for there's so many different things you need in order for you to hit certain goals in your life, because you need those essentials. Right.
And dealing with the mindset, even if it's option trading, whether it's crypto trading, whether it's stocks, whether it's Forex, at the end of the day, you have to set aside, when you are literally getting ready to put that money in for trading, it no longer exists. Because if you think it no longer exists, and where people, that's why I say you can't trade your rent, your mortgage, your car note. You can't trade that, because I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose it, because you're trading in desperation. You have to be stoic, as if the money doesn't matter. And when you have the mentality and the attitude that the money doesn't matter, you will win your trades. And I kid you not, I was talking to a friend, and I said, I have no emotions about trading anymore. And she was like, what? I said, I have no emotions about trading. She said, how? I said, because crypto had literally calmed me down so much. I was trying to go with what everybody else is doing. I was trying to trade the Dow. And the Dow will blow your account. US 30 will blow your account in under 10 seconds if you don't know what you're doing. Okay?
Less than that.
Under 10 seconds. Under 10 seconds. I didn't say 10 minutes. I said 10 seconds. Look, it can be 2 seconds. Okay. And what happens is you will get so emotional about it that you will do what is called revenge trading. So if you're going to trade options, don't do it because that's the hot thing and everybody else is doing it. Do it because it's something that you want to do. I always like telling people to start with Forex and start with the slowest pair, because it will teach you patience. See, the people seem to think that when they start trading that they get rich overnight, but you work a job, you don't get your check the same day. So why do you think that you should get your trade money all at one time in one big lump sum? Once you have learned the skill set of trading and you have slowly done it and gradually build it, when those rewards of the high ticket items of tradings that you win come into play, as long as you don't have that euphoria feeling, because there is an opportunity, there's chances that when you start winning trades, you're so excited that you lose your mindset in reference to stay as if it means nothing.
Let me tap on that real quick. On the mindset, on the millennial side, right? So first thing you need to do, the absolute first thing, before you even do the foundation, before you even get a course, before you even read books, is you need to recognize what is your why at the end of the day. Like, why are you doing this? And a lot of people love to look, and I'm going to go extensive into this one. A lot of people like to say, my why is financial freedom. That is the same
that is not
why,
a why.
That is the same why that everybody and their mamas, cousins, and brothers and sisters are saying as well. Your why should make you cry. That's what I like to say. Your why should make you cry. The reason why you're doing this should.
Who that sound like? Who that sound like?
I have no idea. Your why should make you right. So
they have heard me say this forever.
So you should have a why first. And that's what I was just doing. A why is the same thing as your vision. right? So what vision do you have? And after you have that vision, and this goes back to goals, I like to write my impossible list.
Yes.
Right? And this is
what you think you can't have, what you think cannot manifest in your life.
Write the impossible list.
Right.
Correct.
The impossible list. So this is what Warren Buffett, I think it was Warren Buffett said, write down 25 impossible lists, right? Write 25 goals, 25 impossible goals, then pick 5 of them that you're willing to do immediately right now. You cannot touch the other 20 until you're done
you
with
have accomplished that first 5.
That's the rules of the impossible list. You can't get to the next ones unless you're done with that one, right? Just throw those away, actually, right? Or put them to the side, or put them in a book that you'll never see until those goals are done, right? So, I mean, that's the first thing you do. That's the first thing you do. Why and the goals you want. Then you can figure out what avenue or what road you're willing to take in order for you to hit those specific goals.
Now, I need to interject on that, because even when you're getting to that, you got to step back for a second. And I do this 40-day of prosperity, open your mind to prosperity. And there's some things that you got to do first. You got to clean up and clear out the clutter, because you can't put any type of plan together without cleaning up and clearing out the clutter. I see we have a question. So I'm going to wait to after that question to finish.
How many
streams of income is necessary to be quote unquote wealthy?
That's a personal preference. I can't dictate to you. Is it Joyce or Derek?
Derek.
Okay, I can't dictate to you what wealthy is to you. I can't. See, wealthy to another person can be all their bills are paid. Okay, they get to go on a couple of vacations. They have a nice car and a nice home. And, you know, they're wealthy. Okay, my son's wealthy is owning 50 properties because he's now going into Airbnb and real estate as well as his trading. Mine is, continuing my trading into, going into a 7- and 8-figure trader, as well as owning 10 e-commerces. I got 3 now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before I got into trading, I was a traditional business owner. And the one thing that felt amazing to me and what made me feel wealthy is that I was able to cut a check and pay my bills 6 months at a time.
But you know what, Dr. Tamara, a lot of time people's definition of wealth is based on their why.
Correct.
So what your why is, depending on how much you need in order to accomplish that. So what you're saying is real good stuff. It's all about what do I need so that I'm satisfied. It's like going in a restaurant. Some people go in, they want the whole buffet. Well, just give me a hot dog and some fries, and I'm satisfied. So when you talk about what is wealth, what wealth is determined by, you have to really sit down, and it goes back to goal setting. Sit down, look at your why, set goals based on that why, and then you begin to give birth to whatever is required for you to accomplish those things.
It's interesting because this weekend we're doing our vision board. But the reason why we're doing the vision board now is because I had to get everybody that was a part of the 40-day of prosperity mindset right about cleansing out and clearing away for what it is that you want to manifest in your life. If you are living with clutter, you can't think. You can't think. If your car is junky, if your room is junky, if your house is junky, how are you going to have a clear mind and when you're in clutter? That's one. 2, you have to forgive. If you're wanting to get a blessing in your life, you have to be willing to forgive and forgive yourself. I know this may seem crazy, like, why are they talking like they in church? Okay, that's some of what my pastor be saying. I'm being honest with you. The only way that you can make way to receive is to clear up and cleanse out, get rid of the old so you can make way for the new, for you to literally forgive and to forgive yourself, to write down what you want to manifest, but also what are you going to give back? I'm telling you guys that the only reason why we are being blessed the way we're being blessed is 1, we give back, 2, we clean up and clear out, 3, we write down our goals, 4, we envision it, we speak it, we see it, we say it, and we give thanks for what we have. We're grateful, gratitude, because if you can't, even if you're trying to set the plan for what it is that you want to do, if you can't be grateful for what you have now, I don't care what is going on and what it is that you're trying to do, you're not going to receive it. Nothing ever is going to fall in place. Everything is always going to be feel like you are chasing your tail, like a dog chasing his tail. Like you keep starting stuff over and over again, and it never manifests because you have not cleansed out to make way for you new. You have not forgiven, you have not grateful, and you're consistently complaining about what that person got over there, and you're not concerned about what you are doing right here. I know I didn't mean to preach like that, but it's the truth.
That's good stuff.
It's good.
That's good stuff, because a lot of time the reason why people can't go to the next place in life is because if you can see the invisible bag that they're dragging through life with them, it holds you back. Sometimes you got to cut the cord and release all of that stuff so that you can make way for new stuff. So what you're saying, you're dead on.
One of the most amazing things that I have shown people, and I made them 1, read the book, Open Your Mind to Prosperity by Catherine Ponder. That's 1. 2, if you cannot get through the reading of Think and Grow Rich, there is an actual YouTube with Napoleon Hill on it, and he breaks it down. And I have chills. See, when I'm excited, about something, I get chills. But I'm telling you guys, there was no way for me to have a breakthrough with my trading. I have a breakthrough with creating e-commerces, will have a breakthrough with my marriage, have a breakthrough with the relationships that I have with my son without cleaning up, clearing out, forgiving, and loving myself.
And that was spot on. But let's talk about and let's answer your question or the comment that you said before about your why, and you always base your goals off of what you need. I want to really touch that for a split second. Let's really rephrase the word, right? Because a lot of people love to say need and try, right?
Need is a negative.
Need means you are without. And the only thing we try on is clothes.
Hello.
Okay. So trying means we're attempting. We're not attempting to do anything. You either do it or you don't. Right. So the reason why I bring that up is because a lot of people try to put their desperations in their why. Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to do this, or I want to try to do this. You don't do that. You don't try do it or you don't. Right. So this is what I learned from my mentor a while back. He broke down why. Right. Why, if we break it down into an acronym, is will help you. WHY is will help you. So whatever that you want, your why will help you through your stagnation in your business, will help you through the goals you want in the future, will help you to get over using the words need and try to improve your thoughts, to write down, or goal setting, right? To make sure you get to those dreams that you've always wanted, to have multiple streams of income, whatever you need or whatever you want, right? See, we're rearranging our words. Whatever you want, you cannot put the word need or try in it, right? So that's very, very crucial for people who are trying to start businesses.
With people who are going to start businesses of their own, going to leave their job. You always say, I'm trying to leave my job. Yep. I'm trying to pay my bills. Are you guys understanding what we're saying? So in moving forward, in reference to trading, you need to make a decision on, we've already given you the mindset and the foundation. You need to find out who your mentor is going to be. if you're going to pay to receive education, or if you're going to go the free route and take you 2, 4, 5, 10 years to learn because you're looking at YouTube. I'm just being honest, okay? You need to have an educational platform that's going to give it to you. If you're an individual that's interested in acquiring and learning how to write a book, again, we have a class that's coming up next weekend on how to get published on Amazon and writing your book. It's simple. You can do it. If you're a person that wants to have your own e-commerce, or you may have a business. There's a gentleman who, a young lady who contacted me because her husband, he does beard oil, okay, or beard wash, you know, and I'm like, and they just don't know how to build a store. Guess what? There are so many classes that will teach you how to create, or myself, a Shopify store. But then there's some other components. People say, okay, I built my store, but I don't know how to get traffic. I don't know how to, well, guess what? You're going to have to do something that you don't want to do, which is what Pastor Leo and First Lady Norma is doing. Pastor Norma, because I got checked on that in Florida. Okay. But the thing is, you're going to have to start going live. And if you guys can see Leo and Norma, and I know you're like, I don't like to go live. I'm scared to be in front of the camera. If you have a product and or service and you want people to know who you are, you have to go live. It is the craziest thing. And you like, but I got a mole right here, and I got an eye that's crooked, and guess what? Somebody out there can relate to you.
That's right.
They can relate to you. They're like, wait a minute, they're just like me. Oh, wait a minute, he looked just like my son.
What's that
wait a
model
minute.
that has, you know, the skin?
Yeah, there's a model who has no, it's not alopecia. No, it's not alopecia. Vitiligo.
Oh.
Okay. And for a long time, they used to say that wasn't beautiful, but actually it is very beautiful. Okay. But getting back to, you have to make a decision. Building a store is easy. Creating a brand is easy. The question is, are you going to do the work behind it to get to it? That's the real question at hand. People always say, I want to have a business, but business is work. And are you really ready to have a business? In order to get business, you know, you have to make that call, that decision. We go live and we do training, and, you know, all the time. And Marcus will tell you, I'll be like, I don't feel like going live. He's like, Mom, come on, you got to go back going live. And here it is. I've had videos that I've had 30 and 40 and 50,000 views, even 100,000 views before. And now I'm just like, I don't feel like doing it. But because the pandemic has changed everything, because we are in, you're going to have to make a decision. If you have this beard oil, and it's the best beard oil on the planet, you're going to have to go live to talk about your product, because nobody's going to know about your product.
That's right. Now,
Nobody's going to know about it.
Let me interject here, because we're just about at the top of the hour, or we're there at the top of the hour. But I just want to kind of, there was something Marcus said earlier, and then you've been kind of hitting on it as well, about the importance of having a mentor.
Yes.
And having someone that can help you. And I call it, you know, a mentor, accountability person, whatever it is. Recently, I decided I was going to make some major changes in my life. And one of those changes was to lose weight. And I realized that I didn't have everything on the inside of me to do it myself. So I enlisted the help of a coach, somebody that could help me, not even just the part of the working out or the eating, but more so of the mindset of changing what I was thinking about myself and how to do the things I needed to do. And so I think one of the things that I would really love, if you, I know you have, you know, you've mentioned a couple times now about the class that you have next week, and I really would love for people to be able to connect with you if they're interested in that. I know you're having that virtual vision meeting, and you've got a couple other things that are going on. You've got your e-commerce businesses. There's things that you and Marcus have, and maybe it's not, maybe someone's not interested in trading, but they're interested in some of the other things, how to learn how to write the book, how to get the book published and be on Amazon in 72 hours. All those kinds of things are so powerful. And I think this is why we created Soul Talk, because we wanted people to understand that, there are other things that you can do in life that are not just in your small little bubble. There are people that are doing some major, big, miraculous things. And we're wanting to be that venue or that avenue to help people to be able to see other people and what they're doing and to be able to have an opportunity. Can you kind of share, again, I know we're past what we say we're going to go, but I think this is so important that you're able to share your mentorship kind of skills and not necessarily, saying, yeah, I'm a good mentor. We already know that. Leo and I know that personally. But I think, to kind of share some of the contact information so they can be able to get there, the classes that you're going to be having. And Derek, as you're doing that, we're hoping that Derek will be able to kind of get that stuff on the screen so people can see it as well.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I will give you guys my text. My number is a number that you can contact me on. You can text me and we will be more than happy. But you asked a question in reference to, I apologize. If you guys want mentorship, if you want, 1, to learn how to trade, 2, if you want to learn how to write a book, 3, if you want to start building your own e-commerce so you can start getting paid, whether it's through drop shipping or whether it's your own product, you can definitely text me at 678-777-5744. That's 678-777-5744. And we will, just put in a text that you were interested in the class. And, I can give you my website so you can schedule an appointment. Okay. And you can get back to, and we will be more than happy, whether it's Marcus and whether it's myself. We are definitely here for you. We are a team. We work together. And again, it's been amazing to be able to work with my son. And it's amazing to see his growth, because 2 years ago, I had to beat him with a stick to get him to trade. I'm like, look, boy, you're going to learn to trade. He's like, I'm not trading. I'm not doing it.
How about we give them one word for them to text you? How about
execution?
Right.
That is the word.
Right.
Execution is the word, because that's all I'm about. And that's all I want to hear is that you're going to execute whatever it is that you want to do. And if you're not going to execute, please don't text me. Okay? Because it is truly about execution. If you say you want something, you have to put action behind it. Period.
Yeah. Really quickly, can you hit on, you mentioned e-commerce. Is that just for people selling some kind of product? And then the second one is drop shipping. So you mentioned both of those.
Well, drop shipping is when you have an opportunity to find different products that you want to be able to sell. And lo and behold, you get a commission. Now, the company will ship those items to that customer. But if you have a proprietary product that is of your own, or if you're wanting to learn how to teach classes online and you created your own online course, because a lot of people are doing that. They've created their own online course. You have an opportunity to create your own e-commerce, and in turn, you're able to receive money from it. So just to give you guys, not that I like to put my business out in the street, but I'll tell you just on the e-commerce side, that we have definitely done 6 figures on the e-commerce side this year. So when people are saying that, oh, the pandemic was bad, no, the pandemic is not bad. It's how you react to a situation, to be honest. So if you're interested, just remember, text execution to 678-777-5744. If you are wanting to learn how to trade, if you're wanting to learn how to write a book and get it published, if you are wanting to learn how to build your own e-commerce, if you want to learn drop shipping, or if you just need a mentor to say, I need to get my mind right, you got Leo and Norma for that. They are amazing individuals who have just, Norma and her soft soul voice, yes, Yes, tomorrow. You know, she was counseling me for a good minute. So, but we're definitely here for you. But we are definitely about being positive. The most positive person I have to say in my life is my husband. I have never seen anybody who what would you say? Who is the most, because he has come through so much. And I say this because I want you guys to have a true understanding that, again, just because you see the doctor in front means nothing. My husband is an electrician. He worked on a job. He was actually working for a Google plant in Oklahoma. He fell from the scaffold, got hurt on the job. He ended up getting addicted to pain medication. And for the last couple of years, it was tearing him up and tearing our marriage up. But through his own perseverance and him wanting to get better, he healed himself with counseling, mentorship, his almighty, you know, he's come out on top. So when people sit up here and say, oh, you're fine, you know, you guys are always everybody is going through something. I want you to understand that. Everybody has something going on in their household, but it's how you react to a situation. And if you can say, look, I know this is going on, but I want to persevere and I want to make this happen, it will happen for you. But you have to make that decision and then you have to execute it.
Good stuff. Hey, Dr. Tamara Marcus, thank you all so much. This has been
I got a bonus today.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. I'm glad you finished your class, whatever you were taking, and made your way into the studio to hang out with us, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I'm sure the people got some great nuggets. Hopefully, they'll move outside of the comfort zones and reach out to you and let you help them to start the journey of living their dreams. This has been great. We're going to have to do it again, and we don't want to spend this much time again not being able to talk to you. We have to do better hanging out, making the connection. So
I can't wait. But Norman, now we chat all the time. I'm sorry, we still on live. Okay.
It's all right. It's all right. It's a family affair.
It was an absolute honor. And again, if anybody else needs anything, we are here to help you. We want to help you. We want to help as many people as possible change their situation. If you are not happy with what you're doing, guess what? There's something inside of you that says you could do something else. You just have to make the decision, and we will be here for you to help you execute what you want to execute in your life. Thank you so much, Soul Talk. Thank you, Leo.
Yes. And this is what Soul Talk is all about, because we don't have all the information. So we bring on experts to share the information. So you've got many people in the chat right now saying thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for this great information. And we want to echo that, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And for those of you that tuned in this week for Soul Talk, remember, on Thursdays at 7, we just want to sit down and chop it up and let's just talk about it and have a wonderful time growing together. So until next week, we'll see you soon.
See you next week. Thank you, Soul Talk. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Norma.
You're very welcome. Thank you all.